I get it. Standing at the edge of a sparkling pool, watching the little debris swirl around, you're wondering if you should shell out for a robot cleaner or just keep the old net and hose routine. The thing is, you've probably already tried a couple of cheap suction heads that just skim the surface, and they end up missing the fine dust that settles on the bottom, leaving you with a pool that never truly feels clean. Before you spend money on something that might sit idle in the garage, let's walk through what makes the KANGJIEM Cordless Pool Vacuum worth a closer look. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest hesitation most people have is around power and convenience. Traditional pool cleaners are either tethered to a hose, which can get tangled or limit where they can go, or they're heavy units that need to be manually placed and retrieved each time. This KANGJIEM model goes cordless, which means you're not wrestling with a long power cord every time you drop it in. The battery promises up to 140 minutes of runtime, enough to cover a medium-sized backyard pool in one go. In practice, that translates to roughly one full cleaning cycle for a pool up to about 1,200 square feet, which is the sweet spot for many suburban homes. Now, think about your typical pool routine. If you're the type who swims a few times a week, you probably notice leaves and pollen building up after a rainstorm, and you don't want to spend an hour scooping each time. The KANGJIEM's upgraded cleaning system uses a dual-stage brush and suction that lifts both larger debris and finer particles from the floor and walls. I've seen owners set it to run while they're having a barbecue, and by the time they're done grilling, the robot has already circled the pool a few times and returned to its docking spot. The self-parking feature does the heavy lifting here. It senses the wall and automatically guides itself to a convenient home base near the pool edge, so you don't have to hunt for it in the water. If you have an above-ground pool, you'll appreciate the fact that this cleaner works for both in-ground and above-ground flat pools. The flat bottom design eliminates the need for complicated track-following algorithms, so the robot just roams in a systematic pattern that covers the entire surface. That makes it a good fit for DIYers who aren't looking to spend time calibrating sensors or mapping irregular shapes. On the flip side, if your pool has a deep end, a lot of steps, or a lot of built-in water features like waterfalls, the KANGJIEM might struggle a bit because it's really optimized for a uniform floor. In those cases, a more sophisticated model with contour detection could be a better investment. Let's talk about setup time because that's where a lot of buyers get tripped up. The package includes the robot, a quick connect charger, and a small floating dock that doubles as the charging station. You just unbox, place the dock on the water, plug it in, and let the charger fill the battery. The whole thing takes about 10 minutes, and there's no need for any special tools or plumbing modifications. Once the battery is full, you just press the start button, and the unit drops in on its own. That ease of use is a big win for anyone who isn't a tech enthusiast but still wants automation. One practical weakness to keep in mind is the charging time. Even though it's marketed as a fast charger, you're looking at roughly 3 to 4 hours to get a full 140-minute run. If you're planning on running it multiple times a day during a hot summer weekend, you'll need to factor that downtime in. The battery life also degrades over time, as with any lithium-ion pack, so after a couple of years you might see a reduction in total runtime. That said, the unit's price point is modest compared to premium models that come with longer warranties and replaceable battery packs, so you're not overpaying for a feature you might not need. Who should hit the buy button? If you own a single-family home with a medium-sized rectangular pool, you swim regularly, and you'd rather spend a Saturday afternoon lounging than chasing floating leaves, this robot fits nicely. It's also a solid choice for rental properties where you want a low-maintenance solution that can be left to clean itself while guests are away. The cordless design means you won't have to worry about the cleaner getting tangled with pool ladders or skimmer baskets, and the self-parking means you won't lose it in the water. Who might want to skip it? If you have a large, irregularly shaped pool with deep sections, multiple levels, or a lot of decorative features, you'll probably end up frustrated watching the robot miss spots. Similarly, if you're on a tight budget and only need an occasional quick sweep, a simple manual net might be cheaper and sufficient. Finally, if you're looking for a unit that